Good evening. You may notice a few things that are different about tonight's show. First of all, the set, generally festooned with wonderful movie posters, is sparse. Secondly, I'm wearing a rather sharp-looking suit as opposed to one of my world-famous t-shirts. Okay, maybe not world-famous, but countrywide famous. Statewide famous? Hamden County-wide famous? Would you believe famous at my house? The reason for not putting up the posters? I'm just too lazy. The reason for not wearing a t-shirt? I've worn all the t-shirts I have, and I need to do laundry. So I thought I would take this time to look back at the love, the laughter, and the t-shirts of the first 25 episodes of Public Domain Theater. In memoriam? The shirts are dirty, not dead. Anyway, the sad music was a nice touch. Not only did it fit in with the montage, it also nicely underscores how I feel about the entire main cast of tonight's film. The title of which, it seemed like a good idea at the time, has to be what each of them said after seeing the finished film. If in fact they bothered watching it at all. All told, the cast has been nominated for 3 Oscars, 7 Golden Globes, 6 Emmys, and 1 Grammy Award, and actually won 1 Oscar, 1 Golden Globe, 2 Emmys, 1 Grammy Award, and 3 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You may think that it's a case of too many cooks in the kitchen, but no, I'm fairly sure that even with fewer ingredients, this souffle would still be flat. But taken individually, this is a mighty talented cast. Get your popcorn and your soda, make note of the nearest emergency exit, and switch off your cell phone or pager. Public Domain Theater is proud to present Academy Award nominee Anthony Newley, 5-time Golden Globe nominee Stephanie Powers, Grammy winner Isaac Hayes, 2-time Hollywood Walk of Fame honoree Yvonne DeCarlo, and in his film debut, 2-time Emmy winner John Candy, starring in It Seemed Like a Good Idea at the Time. That was a rough one. I've got a rule for when it comes to watching a film. If said film reminds you of another, better film, then something is amiss. When that better film is a bucket of blood, you know that something is really amiss. Let's play Spot the Difference. Here is a shot from It Seemed Like a Good Idea at the Time. Drink it in. Got it? Good. Now, here's a shot from A Bucket of Blood. What's the difference? Besides that this one is in black and white and the other one's in color? Nothing. There is no difference. What persuaded me to watch this film, you may ask? You may notice that John Candy is featured rather prominently on the DVD cover. I thought, an early John Candy film? It's probably not great, but I'll bet it's one of those films where you can really see an inkling of the comedy genius that's just soon going to break out. What I fell victim to is the old bait and switch. You want an early, undiscovered John Candy gem? Well, here's a forgettable mid to late career Anthony Newley dud. Newley's ham-fisted performance made me wish he'd stuck to writing film scores. He co-wrote all of the wonderful songs from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Stephanie Powers went on to find fame on television in the 1980s on the show Heart to Heart. Isaac Hayes did some film work, but is best known as the writer and singer of the Oscar and Grammy-winning theme song from Shaft, and as the voice of Chef on South Park. Yvonne DeCarlo was well known to television audiences thanks to the classic Addams Family role of Morticia. And finally, the late, great John Candy was one of the original stars and writers of the influential sketch comedy show SCTV, one of my personal favorites, and showed heart and humor in the classics Uncle Buck and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He also got a chance to show his dramatic side with the role in Oliver Stone's JFK. You know what? I think I'll watch that next time I want to see something that's funnier than It Seemed Like a Good Idea at the Time. If you'd like to leave me a message, suggest a film, or just say hello, you can send me a message through Facebook, Public Domain Theater, Twitter, @Cherokee_Jack, or YouTube, Paul Fish, formerly FL Warmer. Good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I wish I had a real fedora.